Live, love Africa. What's your excuse for not coming? Please subscribe.
Hello, I'm Dynasty Amir.
Greetings everyone, it is Dynasty Amir, Search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, make sure you go to dynastyamir.com. Again, go to dynastyamir.com, buy some merchandise. This is the African spirituality roll call. Again, this is the African, our indigenous religion, indigenous spirituality roll call t-shirt. We got Ifa, Voodoo, Palo, Santeria, and Hoodoo. So, all of our spiritual systems that originate from Africa, this is the roll call. Also, too, while you're there, buy some books. I'm an author. Support your black authors. Again, I'm an author. Support your black authors. So while you're at dynastyamir.com, buy some books. Also, subscribe, join our email list. Again, join our email list so you can stay up to date in regards to what's going on with Dynasty Amir. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the content here. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the contents. We would greatly appreciate your support. It really means a lot. Also, patreon.com, search for Uhuru. Patreon.com, search for Uhuru. Become a monthly Patreon. Contribute to black media so we can continue to share our own narrative and tell our own story. So today's topic, there was an incident. There was an incident yesterday during a meeting between the Lebanese ambassador to Nigeria and some of Nigeria's representatives, House of Reps. So basically, and this is nothing new, this is what we have to understand. This is what Africans have to understand. And black people or the diaspora, if you're black, you're African. So this is what we have to understand. A lot of us don't understand the concept of economic warfare. What do I mean by economic warfare? So other people could come into Africa. Other people can come into the black community, set up shop, open up their businesses, and strive and thrive in our black communities off of our black dollar, right? We'll say non-Africans, non-black people can come into our communities, set up shop, and strive and thrive. Literally, the amount of money that black people, that we put into these other non-black communities when they set up shop in our community, we're sending them to college, we're sending their kids to college. We're helping build their infrastructure. We're helping them expand. We're making them millionaires. Other groups of people are coming to African communities, coming to the black community, setting up shop and becoming millionaires. Meanwhile, if you are black, if you are African, and you go into their community, they're going to run you out. They're not going to spend a dollar with you. They're going to continue to circulate their money within their own community. To the point where they'll get violent, disrespectful. They will get violent with you. They will shut you down. So here in America, during Reconstruction, I apologize. During Reconstruction, post-slavery, black people, we had our own thriving communities here in America. What will happen? White mobs will get upset, come, lynch you, burn down your businesses because they were jealous. And they understood the power of economic empowerment. They understood that if these black folks continue to circulate their dollar into their own community and become wealthy, that's going to affect us. That's going to affect our communities. That's going to affect our white bottom line. Same thing everywhere else. Africans are going to these other countries trying to set up shop, and for the most part are getting ran out, getting disrespected. being attacked physically. So in today's news, there was a meeting between the Lebanese ambassador of Nigeria and some of Nigeria's House of Rep members. Let me read this article. This is from Sahara Reporters. Hussam Diab, shortly after entering the conference room for the meeting with the House Committee on Diaspora, walked out, leaving the lawmakers shocked in the process. There was mild drama at Nigeria's House of Representatives on Thursday after the Lebanese ambassador to Nigeria walked out of a meeting targeted at addressing the harassment of Nigerian domestic workers in Lebanon. Now, we know African domestic workers are going to the Middle East, they're going to Lebanon, and they're being abused. In fact, there's a video of one domestic house worker, I think she was from either Kenya or Somalia. She got dropped. Her employer dropped her from like a third floor balcony. It's on the news. It's look it up. It's on YouTube. So we continue to get this type of abuse. I mean, you have to think about it. We risk our lives literally just to go work in a different country, a foreign country, to the point where domestic workers are being raped, sexually abused, dropped from third floor balconies. And it's not being addressed. So I guess the Nigerian House of Reps wanted to address it, but the thing is any change going to come from it? Let me continue. After the Lebanese ambassador to Nigeria walked out of a meeting targeted at addressing the harassment of Nigerian domestic workers in Lebanon, Hussam Diab, shortly after entering the conference room for the meeting with the House Committee on Diaspora, walked out, leaving the lawmakers shocked in the process. The ambassador reportedly stormed out at 10:50 a.m. I mean, this is the lack of respect we get. Just the lack of respect. In China, they're trying to blame Africans for bringing in COVID when COVID originated in China. Now, when they come to Africa, the red carpet is rolled out. Our African dollars send their children to college. Our African dollars help build their infrastructure and help them expand. Meanwhile, when we go over there, we get dropped, we get thrown from third floor balconies and blamed for coronavirus. The ambassador reportedly stormed out at 10:50 a.m. because he expected a closed-door meeting with the lawmakers, but met government officials and journalists who were there to cover the event. Tolulope Akande Sadipe, chairman of the committee, expressed shock over the incident. Some lawmakers reportedly followed the ambassador to persuade him to return, while the committee sent journalists, security personnel, and legislative aides away from the venue. After the meeting, Akande Sadipe changed stance, saying it was an informal meeting because the ambassador was nice enough to join us at the meeting. There is no law that says he has to be here today, but because he has an interest in joint relationship between Nigeria and Lebanon. They disrespect us on a government level. They disrespect our people on a domestic. I mean, we're being disrespected from a domestic level all the way to a government level. We have a lot of Nigerians in Lebanon, and we have a lot of Lebanese in Nigeria. We have a relationship with Lebanon from the 50s. This meeting today has further reiterated that the Lebanese community and the Nigerian community always stand together. He's not standing with you. He walked out the meeting. He dismissed himself. He left the meeting. And the Nigerian community always stand together to ensure that justice and respect for human lives is a priority, and we will work together to bring modern-day slavery to an end. What do you mean, work together? He left. He left the meeting. And then he would say, well, he could leave the meeting. It was informal. Get no respect. What can we do to change this, people? What can we do to change this lack of respect? In 2020, Africans are still enslaved in the Middle East. In the year 2020. July 10th, 2020, Africans are still enslaved in the Middle East. And then when you confront ambassadors from these countries where we're enslaved, they leave the meeting. Just storm out. They don't want to talk about it. But we're supposed to be hand in hand together. So the Nigerian representatives thinks that we're hand to hand. So the Nigerian representatives think that when this Lebanese ambassador left the meeting abruptly, got up and left, that was a sign of us being hand to hand together, joining together, and we're going to fight slavery together. Meanwhile, the Lebanese leader's like, I ain't got time for this. I got something better else to do. So guys, let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section. Again, go to dynastymir.com, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.